economic recovery. We have had, in the last couple of years, I would say, and Consul General Faisal would also testify to this, that we have seen an increased number of investors going over to Pakistan to invest in Pakistan. Here I would like to mention that the China-Pakistan economic corridor that we are developing is also going to be a game changer as far as Pakistan's economy is concerned. This project that we are developing, the work on which is being undertaken with a great speed. Initially it's going to be $46 billion investment in this corridor, but ultimately the amount is going to increase manyfold, the investment. The reason is that one, we are developing a road network from Pakistani port of Gwadar to western part of China. It's going to be a first-class motorway that is being developed, and the work on that motorway has already started. Then we are going to connect Gwadar with the western part of China with a rail link. And again, feasibility studies and other work has already started on that rail project. And then thirdly, we are also going to develop a very strong air link between Gwadar and the western part of China, and then along the entire length and breadth of this corridor that we are developing between China and Pakistan, there are going to be developed industrial zones. Industrial zones, in those industrial zones, international companies will invest in those industrial zones to set up. So it is certainly going to revolutionize the entire economic landscape of Pakistan. There is absolutely no doubt about it. And the plans are that this China-Pakistan economic corridor would ultimately be extended to other countries like Iran, Central Asian republics, and would, in other words, billions of people, close to 3 billion people in that region, they would benefit from this China-Pakistan economic corridor. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a good story on the energy sector. In the last 3 years, because of the assistance that we received from the United States of America, we have been able to add 2,000 megawatts of electricity to the national grid. Because of government's own resources, we have been able to add about 3,000 megawatts of electricity in the last 3 years. And now, the good story is that the projects which are in the pipeline, and these projects are the dams which are being developed, the nuclear power plants which have been set up, which will be completed by early next year, some of the wind projects which have been developed, and the solar projects which have been developed. Inshallah, mark my words today, that by the end of next year, we will be adding 10,000 megawatts of electricity to Pakistan. Mark my words, note this date, by the end of next year, it will be 10,000 megawatts of electricity in our national grid. The current shortages that we are faced with is to the extent